everyone, welcome to Tips with Elizabeth. My name is Elizabeth, and I've been teaching English for the past several years of my life. I also have a master's degree in applied linguistics or teaching English as a second language. Today I want to talk to you about Grammarly. Grammarly is something that my students have asked me about in the past, and there are many other programs that do the same thing as Grammarly. So Grammarly, if you don't know, it's an extension for Chrome and Firefox that's supposed to correct your spelling, your punctuation, and your grammar. So I decided to try it out for myself. I downloaded the extension and just typed a few sentences that are common errors that I see my students make. Now, they've failed to recognize this misspelling of fatal, which should be spelled F-A-T-A-L. But they didn't recognize that it was misspelled. There's no red line, so it must be correct. Take a look at this sentence. The word order here is completely mixed. I did this to try to test Grammarly's grammatical abilities. Now, a human being, upon reading this, could tell that there's something wrong, even if they don't know what it is. So one of my students would be able to identify the problem and fix it, whereas Grammarly was not able to do that. I also decided to throw a phrasal issue at Grammarly. Here I wrote tomorrow and then used the verb tense in the present. Now when we use tomorrow, my students know that you need to use the future tense since tomorrow is in the future. However, Grammarly was not able to identify that because there's not anything wrong to Grammarly. So after trying it out for a few minutes, I already felt very discouraged about this app, especially since it's very popular. I see ads for it all the time here on YouTube, and I was really expecting something new and different. But in fact, grammar, punctuation, and spelling are the only things that Grammarly claims to fix with their free version. The free version of Grammarly only fixes grammar, spelling, and punctuation. Some of the cooler features about Grammarly, such as identifying tone or giving you other better words to use, those features are locked behind a paywall. Those features are for the Premier version only, which is quite disappointing. In reality, the free version of Grammarly is much like autocorrect that you can find on Microsoft Word. Therefore, if you're using Grammarly to help you with a paper, it won't help you very much more than just using a Word document. My research brought me to my next question, which was, who should use Grammarly? In the commercials, it shows it being used in a corporate setting, and they do have a corporate plan for businesses to purchase Premier access for their entire company. Now, I think that companies have better options than buying Grammarly for everyone. I think the best option for a company would be to hold a writing seminar for their employees. A writing seminar once a year or every other year could help employees become better writers and better communicators in the office. Especially when we have older employees and newer employees that need to communicate effectively. It's important that everyone is on the same page and is using the same writing standards. So although a seminar is my first suggestion, not every company is able to afford a costly seminar or a day off for their employees to focus on becoming better writers. So if a seminar isn't right for you or your company, then maybe Grammarly could help you. Now, my students are probably thinking, oh, she doesn't like Grammarly, so I should never use it. Now, I don't think that's true either. I think that Grammarly could be useful for my students if they exhaust every other option first. For example, every student at my community college has access to free writing tutoring through the Writing Center. But I understand not all of my students are able to go to the Writing Center for different reasons. Maybe it's not open when you're available. However, the next best option is to find someone online. An online writing tutor can help proofread your work when a writing center isn't available to you. Even then, if you can't afford tutoring, you still have better options than Grammarly. Having an older classmate or someone who's taken the class before look at your paper is a better option than Grammarly. Having another person read what you're writing helps you become a better part of your writing community. Even if your classmate is not available or you don't know anyone in your class, even if you can't afford a tutor online, even if the Writing Center is not available to you, you can still have anyone who knows English, whether it's your roommate or your neighbor, your best friend. Anyone can read your paper and identify mistakes better than Grammarly can. So it's important that you exhaust every other option before trying to use Grammarly. Now, maybe native English speakers are thinking, but I'm learning biology. I don't need to learn how to write. That's not true. Even biologists depend on writing to communicate in research articles and other activities. You need to be able to write in your field. And to do so, you need to practice. You need to practice every day that you can. And using Grammarly is kind of like walking with a cane when you could be practicing walking with both feet. Ultimately, I think that it will be a crutch to your writing. It will stop you from developing your unique writing voice. It will stop you from integrating into your writing community, and it will help you become a better student if you just proofread yourself first. The first person to read your writing should be you. And honestly, I found the red line appearing under my work to be very annoying because it gives you the illusion that it's already been proofread. You don't need to read it again. But that's not true. Every time you write something, even if it's just a small post on Twitter, you need to be the first pair of eyes to read what you said. That way you communicate clearly and you're improving your own grammar by reading it first and noticing the mistakes that you make. I hope this video was able to help some of my students, especially the ones that have asked me about this before. Thank you for watching another video. My name's Elizabeth, and I hope that I see you back for my next video. Leave a comment if you have any ideas on what I should make a video about. And feel free to like this video and share it with your classmates or your English learning buddy. Bye-bye!